Now, in page 38 of your book, you say due to the absence of your father, you tried to change your appearance to look like how you thought your boyfriend wanted you to look. You were convinced that the way to a man was through his eyes and his stomach. You never felt enough. There are many other women watching us right now struggling with that level of insecurity. Can you look at that camera and speak to them? People who feel they are not beautiful enough, they are not tall enough, or they are too plump, they don't have the right color pigmentation, they don't have the right shape, and they are trying to change who they are to impress a man. Please look at that camera and speak to that girl who is feeling insecure in her own skin.
This is one of my favorite chapters in the book, I must say, because women, you may not believe it or not, because other people tell me you're beautiful, Danielle. I can look in the mirror and see that I'm aesthetically attractive, but it was what was going on in the side of my head. And what you have got to learn is to appreciate yourself and accept you for who you are. Don't compare yourself to another person, because that was my issue and problem. I believed I was an attractive woman, but I kept comparing myself to the other woman. If I stood next to someone who was 5'8" and I'm only 5'2", I wanted to be 5'9". I kept comparing myself. But Paul was very clear when he said, whatever state you find yourself in, be content. And even though I know he was not talking about physical appearance, that very well applies to that. However you look, however your personality is. My mother's a very loud woman when she speaks, and sometimes I used to be embarrassed. Now I love her. That's the thing that everybody loves about her. Find that flaw in yourself, or what you think is a flaw, and embellish it. If it's your weight, take out time to work out, but do it for you. Whatever it is that you do it for you. I've lost quite a bit, Dr. Jacob. If you had met me this time last year, I was about a size 18. Mm-hmm. I was almost 200 pounds. Yeah. And through this process, that was one of the first things that I did. I said, Danielle, fall back in love with yourself. And it wasn't just going to come off, but I did the work and the discipline. And I want to encourage you and let you know that you can do the work, have the discipline, and just be your best self. Love you, regardless of how other people around you look. Love you.
And I love that, because no one can love you until you love yourself. Jesus said, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Means you love yourself first. Lady, let me tell you. I tell you from a man's perspective, we love different things, different shapes, different sizes. There are men who love that tiny Toyota Vitz. There are some who love the Land Cruiser, VX, V8. Some of us love that 26-wheeler truck. We love holding big. We love different things. We are attracted by different stuff. Every woman is a flower, a rose flower. Test me. Believe me, you don't need to change yourself. You don't need to adjust who you are. Just love yourself as you are. Men love different shapes, tastes, and sizes.